It's more. Refuel.
Don't you whisper my name.
Aren't we missing like at least half a dozen people?
When illegals in my yard. Did my time upload? Because I feel like it didn't upload. It did. The game's dead. My phone is so laggy right now. Holy. Illegals in my yard. Illegals in my yard.
No one's laughing.
Illegals in my yard. Get them some pesos and they'll work hard. That's literally how it. That's not funny. Okay, two. You know what's funny?
Wha-
You know what's funny? I don't know. Dude. You know what was mind blowing? JFK. Who's fourth? Oh my god. It's Patrick fourth. Hey, wait. It's not over. You know what else is mind blowing? Abraham Lincoln.
Y'all are wild.
Tim, ping the server and say,
What?
3 minutes till race, because I'm going on time today.
Okay.
Hey, if I win the race, dude, somebody get to pay for free lap dances for life for me. No. God damn it. Daggone it, hit the Pentagon. Yeah, it's one of them's Nick. Have you not seen the page? Oh, Christian hasn't shared it with you, has he? You don't need to know. The page that his new girlfriend made. How do you feel about the low in the series, buddy? Patrick, I'm gonna send it to you. It says like Nicky Poo on it and everything. It's really bad. Christian said he has to set Nick straight. Take a look at what he wrote. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright guys, are you ready for 74 laps? Oh my god. So, I want to clarify something that I have in the rules that hasn't been followed the last 2 weeks, I think, since I've watched the streams now. No, Dega, it was fine. But Kansas, people were exiting pit road, like, in the turn. Cough, cough, Jaden Halferty. You're not allowed to. You have to wait till you're on the straight, the back straightaway, to merge back on to the racetrack. Lobby's up, by the way, guys. All the times I've raced, I've always exited on the back stretch. No yeah, I know. But Jaden probably would have been out of the draft with me if it weren't for him coming up on the track early, which no one told me. But I mean, I don't care. But it's too late for me to penalize it because it's a drive-through if it's caught. Too late to say sorry. And that's why we're gonna have Christian official every single race from now on, and he's gonna watch everyone during pit stops. Everyone join the lobby. There's 8 of you. Come on. If I can control my system, this is gonna be fun. Will, you thought Monster was bad. Oh, this is gonna be worse.
Can I join?
Oh, someone joined. No one joined. I was just fucking with you. I still see the shadows.
All right, bye bye, guys. All right, hello everybody. We were at Texas today. Just woke up from a nap, so I don't know how energetic I'll be today, but I'll definitely be energetic by the end of this thing. So I think it says 74 laps. I have to check real quick. Yep, 74 laps. Halfway to lap 38. Alright, let's go racing. Well, then we have to wait. We have to do our pace lap, obviously. Everyone lined up. It is, since Texas is known as for a shitty-ass racetrack, or as a bad racetrack, I should excuse my language. Everyone brought terrible paint schemes out today. Let's look at your front row today. I'm pretty sure Caden Robitaille, who had made his return here today, sorry, excuse me, I was talking to... Alright, so we are going to start on lap 2 of 36 this stage. It is Caden Robitaille who's made his return to the XRA in your pole sitter today. And I think that's a John and a Nemechek truck. It is. Next to Imbassiani. Row number 2 is Matt Clayton next to Patrick Garrett. Row 3, Soren Review and Drake Kalita. And final row is Will Reagan and Walter White. Green flags in the air. We are underway at Texas. I mean, that's some pretty bad paint schemes. Oh, someone's in the wall already. I think that's Walter. Rip Walter, already up into the wall and already out of it. But as we go here, I think that's Clayton there in that really brown truck. That is a, yeah, definitely that wins the ugliest scheme of the day, I'm pretty sure. Mostly because of how brown it is, even though it's my last name, but it's alright. But, the second lap has been completed. We're on to lap 3 of 36. As they're fanning out 3 wide into 1. Caden out to a great start right now. It's Clayton second and Bastiani third, and it's just a skirmish behind him for every other spot. And Bastiani side by side with a white car. I don't know who that is. I think that might be Soren. It is. As Garrett's in the back bumper of Soren for that 4th spot. And we're on lap 4 out of 36 here. The 8th of Caden Robitaille. He does this one race wonder and then he wins and then he just doesn't come back usually. So I wonder if he'll do it again. Clayton looks inside. Does he get there? He does. Great run by Matt Clayton for the race lead as we get into turn number 3 on lap 4. Coming to lap 5. Can Clayton make it stick and pass for the lead? He does. Matt Clayton to the point here at Texas. One of the first times he's been out front all season. He's done pretty good. He's pretty consistent, well in the top 5. Just never really up in the lead, but he's making it happen today. And Bastiani out inside of Caden, and that will give Victor the spot. Caden gets up high. That almost cost a crash. He almost is in the wall. Maybe he scuffed it right there on the back. Someone else in 7th, I think, there. Yeah, that also did it. I don't know who that is. Heading to lap 6 of 36. So 31 laps to go. And Bastiani looks inside. He's there. He's going to get to the inside here of Clayton. Can he make it stick for the lead? Soren in the wings if anything happens. It's actually a pretty cool backstretch cam right there. He doing something good for once? Never. And there's Soren looking outside. I don't think that's going to work there. Garrett to the inside of him. That's going to be, I think, going to Patrick Garrett there. But Clayton's still out front, and Bastiani looking for a way to get to the inside. He does it again. He's doing the same thing he did last lap. Can he make it stick this time? Let's see if he can make a stick off of 2. I don't know if he can. Clayton with the side draft. Garrett might look 3 wide. Oh yeah, whoever's in that bag, he just hit the wall again. Oh, contact is made there. And Clayton goes up the racetrack a little bit. Contact once again on the exit. On 8 out of 36. 30 laps to go. No, that's 29. Excuse me. As now Clayton's stuck in the second spot. Garrett to the inside of him. He's going to probably get by him, as Bastiani is your leader, coming in 9 out of 36 here. Yep. And I want to actually, let's take a little run through the field of who we have in this main pack. So that's Drake Kalita, who's dropped back out of the draft, who's struggling with, I'm assuming his car is really tight because he's hit at the wall a lot. But yeah, Soren now taking that 3rd spot on Clayton. Clayton just dropped way back, kind of what happened to Caden, who just kind of dropped back to the back of the field, and he's back in 5th now. But Soren losing ground on Garrett and Bastiani. Can he catch up, or can someone pass him to see if they can drag him back to the front? Assuming Will Reagan's going to be the one that's going to do that. Garrett to the inside for the lead. He was there, but hits the apron. He's going to go back up the racetrack. He's going to retain his 2nd spot. As that's going to give a little bit of ground back for Soren. Yeah, and he's going to get... he's not going to get back to the back bumper, but he's definitely going to get there. As Will Reagan there in 4th place, who started 7th today. So a 6-car race right now. Only 8 cars in this race, one of the smaller races this season, but it's alright. So we're on lap 11 of 36. Oh, and there, Clayton looks like he smacked the wall there off the corner. That's going to slow up him and Caden. Soren might have lagged a little bit with Will there. Will drops back. But let's see if Garrett can have anything. Soren out into the grass. He gets loose off of 4 with the glitch. Can he keep it straight? He does. Can he merge back on track safely? He does also. Tragic already for Soren. He hit that exit glitch that there is in this game where the car snaps around on you. That's not fun to deal with. I've been there. But up front, Garrett's still on the back bumper of Bastiani. Let's see what happens here. On 13 out of 36. It is not really just a 2-horse race between these two guys. Garrett's just looking anywhere to pass Bastiani. He looks like he might be faster right now, but he's just looking for somewhere to pass him. I mean, all over the back bumper. Can he get to the inside? He cannot, so he probably has to get a huge run off the corner to try and get by him. Looks like Caden Robitaille is going to pass Matt Clayton for the 4th spot. Will Reagan in 3rd. I don't know if he has a draft anymore. Looks at least half a second behind these guys. So we head off a 2. Oh man, all four of the top 4 guys almost hit the wall off the 2. That's that's not good. But let's go on board Garrett for this next lap. On to lap 15, he looks high. Oh, but he's all clean. Lap 15 out of 36. Man, and Bastiani just really held him up there on the exit. Only way this is going to help both of them out is going to help Will Reagan catch up to these guys, and that's going to help Caden Robitaille and Matt Clayton. But I mean, he looks like he just has so much mid-corner speed. compared to Mbassiani. He's going to look to the inside there. On lap 16 of 36, we're coming to 20 laps to go. And stage number 1 of 2. Yeah, Will Reagan's back. But Caden and Matt have kind of faded, actually. Looks like they might be struggling as well on this first run. I don't know when the pit window is, but I'm assuming it's coming up within the next 6 laps or so, when people will start making their pit stops. Garrett lifting a lot there on the exit. William Reagan's going to get to the back bumper and give him a push there on the exit. That's never a good sight to see, especially on how bad turn 4 get. We've already seen Soren have a problem with the turn 4 exit. And this is actually allowing Caden to catch back up. Clayton not really able to catch up himself, sadly. But Garrett making another run back at Mbassian. Look how much he pulls with the draft on the backstretch. That's why he needs to get a good run off one of these exits. But it looks like the mid-corner speed, he just gets to the back bumper and pushes him. It makes the car tight, how it is right there. And then he can't get much on the straightaways. So good defense by Mbassian as we are on lap 18, 20 laps to go. Or 19 laps to go. As, yeah, it's when we hit lap 37, so really 36 full laps in the stage. And look at, he looks inside, and Bastiani blocks. Does he have anything? See if Victor goes high, if he can capitalize on the bottom. He hits the apron. That's not good for him. He'll lose ground. William Reagan's going to look inside. He's there on the inside of the 52 as we head into lap 19. Is he going to take the spot? It does look like it. He does go in the grass a little bit. Keep it straight, Will. And that's going to allow Caden now to get on that inside of the 52. So we head down the back shortly. Patrick Garrett's going to lose second and third. Say if Clayton might have wanted to pit there, lap 20 of 36. Things getting close to the end of the stage. Obviously well over halfway now by hitting lap 19. A couple laps to go. So it's just really the question of when is someone going to pit? What is this pit road strategy going to look like? Who's going to make the overcut? Who's making the undercut? And as Garrett goes to the inside of Caden for the third spot. Might have moved him up the track a little bit. I don't know. But, yeah. Oh, there's a lag. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, there's no bad lag. I do think that Garrett's a little bit faster than Will, but I think Will is just able to capitalize on Patrick's mistakes as he just made another one right there. Up into the wall pretty hard. He smacked it pretty good. As the 8's going to go by of Caden Robitel. And that, look how much he dropped back. And now he's sliding up the racetrack. Is he going to hit the wall again? He almost so close. Hitting all way out of the groove there. On 22 of 36. I don't know when these guys are pitting, but it got to be in the next couple laps. I mean, this is, I would say, well into the pit window. But Will dropped back now again. He looks like he's been getting some strong runs in the front stretch, but he is losing ground once again on Mbassiani. If we head into 3. Side by side for second. Caden looked outside. It's not going to be enough. Mbassiani pits. William Reagan pits. Going for the undercut here. I don't think anyone else has pitted so far. So there'll be your first 2 pit road entries. That means Caden Robitel is your leader as we're on lap 23 of 36. Coming to lap 24. So yeah, I was right there. I was about to say they were really pushing it there from what we've seen on these mile and a halves. So that means Patrick Garrett and Caden Robitel are going to have the overcut. That means these guys are going to have a little bit fresher tires than these guys, but also having the undercut for Will and Victor is going to make them pull away more than these guys. And these guys stay out once more as Matt Clayton goes to pit road. And I will say this pit road is a little bit more awkward compared to the other tracks. Garrett to the inside of the 8 of Caden Robitel, and he's going to take the lead away on lap 24 of 36, 13 laps to go. Caden looks like it makes a signal to go down pit road this time by. I don't know if that's a signal by Patrick Garrett. We'll see if it is. Let's, yeah. This entry is kind of funky compared to other mile and a halves. You really got to get out of the gas, and they do both go down pit road. And, oh, did Patrick miss it? He did. Patrick Garrett, your race leader, missed pit road. And Caden Robitel made it on. But Patrick misses pit road. Tragic for the 52 team on lap 25 of 36. Wow. Was just saying how this is a weirder entry for these cars. They really got to get out of the gas, and if you don't get out of the gas right, you're either going to spin yourself out on the banking or you're just going to completely bomb it. And I mean, that was like he almost wrecked there, getting sideways. But yeah, Patrick, your leader. What does this mean? Who is it going to be out front? Soren, and side by side with Will. Assuming this is for a second, this would be for a second. As there's Caden, this overcut strategy obviously did not work out for him. You got to wait until he gets off of turn 2 there. He's good now. Will into the wall a little bit. I don't know if Will can catch up to Victor, but obviously this undercut might have worked for Soren. Soren usually does undercut. I just hope he doesn't be too short on fuel. So I don't know where Patrick Garrett is, because he's on lap 26. And there he is. It's around lap 26 or 36 now. So we're coming to 10 laps to go, and he has nowhere to be seen. I mean, he was coming off pit road when these guys passed him. There's Caden off in the distance. You don't even see Matt Clayton. There he is, way in the back. But now, from Patrick Garrett, from possibly being able to win this half, is nowhere to be seen. And is not going to get 1 point either. So Bastiani, though, pulling away as we're on lap 27 of 36. 10 laps to go. And stage number 1 of 2. As it looks like Soren's really starting to feel that fade in this super undercut. I mean, it almost worked out for him really well, but I think he'll be able to hold off for some stage points if he can hold off Caden, who actually hit the wall behind him. But William Reagan's only hope to even get stage points. He is basically battling with the points lead with Victor. Victor only has the points lead due to how many halves he's won. He's not won a race this season. Maybe today will be the day. He's shown a very dominant performance early on lap 29 at 36. But yeah, Victor has not been able to win a race this season. Has been up second a lot of times and won a lot of stages. That's why he's a points leader over Will. Will, who has 3 wins on the season so far, so he has half the wins nearly of the whole entire season. Definitely has the most this season out of anyone. I don't think he might be the only one with multiple wins. I gotta look at the point standings so after this stage. Around lap 29 to 36. 8 laps to go. As we'll be coming to 7 laps to go on lap 30 out of 36. I'll check in next lap with them to make sure I'm counting right. Clayton all the way up into the wall in the back. I saw that from a distance, and yeah, Soren has really fallen off. But there's Patrick, who's going to try and catch up to Clayton, who pitted 1 lap or 2 laps earlier than him. So on board Victor with lap 30, supposedly. Just making sure. You guys are on lap 30, right? I'm to make sure I'm counting right. Alright. Bet. Walter said he's on 39. Alright, coming to lap 31 and 36. 5 laps to go. Right? No, 6. Jeez, I'm dumb. But yeah, we got a battle for second. Let's look on that. Walter hits the wall. I think Khalida left. But, yep, inside goes the 8 truck. He looks to be there. He gets the pass really cleanly. Nice clean racing by Caden and Soren. Soren looks like he's going to try and hang on for maybe a 4th place finish. I don't think Clayton's going to get to him in 4 laps. Or 5 laps here. We're on lap 32 at 36. Yeah, 5 laps to go in stage number 1 of 2. Oh, no, and Soren has another mishap on turn 4 exit. From the 4th spot. There goes his points for stage 1 of 2. If he doesn't make contact with Clayton, he slides up right in front of him. Oh, no. Clayton goes by. He's going to lose some time, but now Soren's in danger of not making any points because Patrick Garrett, who has the most overcut tires in the field with his missing pit road, is on the edge of getting a point now. So around 4 laps to go. I don't think Soren's going to be able to make this 5th point or make 5th place. He obviously needed to keep it safe and sold the bag there. Obviously got to work on something in the car if he's having that much problem. And look how much faster Patrick is. Soren just is going to give him the spot here. Coming to 3 laps to go. And Soren is out of the points for stage 1. Wow. That was almost big, I will say that. Let's look up front. I haven't been checking up front, and that's because Victor has put on a clinic for the lead as we're coming to 2 laps to go in stage number 1. And just, hey, look how spread out the field is. You don't see this that much in the OXA. Or, did I say that right? I'm an owner. OXC. Jeez, I'm dumb. I'm an owner, and I don't even know the OXC. The Online Xbox Championship. Yeah, we've been having a lot of pack races in these mile and a half, so I'm actually really surprised we're actually so spread out right now. But I think it's because of the pit strategies. But Victor Imbassiani is just putting on a clinic. I mean, you don't see anyone. Last lap. Imbassiani, Fleeter, William Reagan in second place. So we head down the backstretch. Just Caden Robitaille third. So we'll have the TV view of Imbassiani for the rest of the lap. We're coming into turn 3 and 4. If nothing happens, Victor can just easily coast to the line here with no problem and win the first half. He does. Imbassiani first, Reagan second, Robitaille third, Clayton fourth, and I think that will be Garrett fifth. Yes, indeed. As we're going to be on lap 37 or 38 here, 74. So everyone's on pit road now. So I'm assuming Drake called it a quits. I gotta let these guys know. Of course he did. I didn't even realize how many laps did Drake last. Damn. Yo, Victor, how many laps did Drake last? Jesus. Just make the pit window and just... Oh my lord. So you guys are restarting on 39, correct? Okay. Alright, so yeah. So Drake only lasted 20 laps. Victor got a 16.6, which is unheard of. But oh well. Restarting on 39 of 74. So I'll be about 36 laps, which is about the same as the first stage. William Reagan, your leader. First time out front today for him. Caden second, Victor third, Soren fourth, Garrett fifth, Walter sixth, Matt Clayton seventh. Green flags in the air. Will gets a great start. And him and Victor got a great start. Everyone else just did not get going in the field. Oh, someone's in the wall hard. I think that is Walter again. Gets in the wall. They were 3 wide on the entry of 1. That is not good. So we head down the backstretch. Victor already peeking inside for the lead after having a horrendous pit stop. Can he pass Will for the lead? The 3. No, he does not. All still in a pack here. Victor looks inside. He gets inside, it looks like. Yes, he is. Inside, Victor and Bastiani for the race lead. So you head down the back straightaway. Can William Reagan trying to hold the lead, but nothing's there. Look at the big power move by Patrick Garrett from 5th all the way up to 2nd right now. Well, 3rd. Going to be 2nd once he gets by Will, but I think Will's going to power around the outside and keep the 2nd spot. I cannot tell you. Yes, he does. He does keep 2nd spot. 41-74 here, guys. Things are getting dicey early on in the final stage. Or in the second half. I mean, even Walter was able to hang with those guys a little bit. Soren in the wall. They scramble behind him. Everyone keeps it straight, though, but they're all losing the draft to the lead. Yeah, those guys got to sort it out back there so they can get up front. As Bastiani, your leader once again. Could this be the day Bastiani gets his first win in the OXC Season 5? Let's go on board William Reagan. Or actually, yeah, let's go on board Caden. Let's go on board Caden for this lap. If we can find Caden. There we go. Wow, and Garrett obviously lost a lot of ground. I mean, look at the ground that Caden gained throughout 1 and 2 there. I think Garrett's going to hold it. Will looks outside, backs out of it, knowing that Caden probably would have sent it there. Smart move by William Reagan, trying to prepare for a run to get on the inside of Victor. 44 of 74, becoming 30 laps to go in the race, guys. And man, Soren and Walter are just nowhere to be seen. Way far back. And then Clayton's hanging in here, guys. So that's pretty good for Clayton. Looks inside of Caden, nothing there. We have 5 guys rounding up your top 5, obviously. Yeah, as we're coming to 30 laps to go. 45 of 74. Good racing by these guys up front once again. Let's go on board Patrick Garrett. As Clayton goes to the outside. 3 wide. Goes Garrett. I'm going to have to get off the onboard for this as we head into 3. Garrett's going to get a 2-for-1 right there. Coming to lap 46 of 74. If Caden doesn't do a crossover move, which he does not, it is Patrick Garrett who takes the 3rd spot as we will go on board him now. Clayton's starting to lose some ground now, so does Caden, but what a hit to the back bumper of Will from the 52 there. So you have to turn number 2 down the back stretch. Another hit to the back bumper. These guys racing aggressive here in the top 5. Clayton might lose the draft. That's what he didn't want to see, was go back down to the last spot in the pack, and he probably would be able to stay up here. So we're on lap 48 of 74 now. Garrett looks inside, has to back out of it so he doesn't get crashed. But yeah, up high. Yeah, he does look pretty high there. I don't know if anyone's going to get a run. Oh, Caden sideways. Hold it, buddy. And man, I did not see what caused that. But I mean, wow, what a save by him. Just typically looking at these guys up front, looking like rascals right now. I don't know if Caden can stay in the draft. Clayton might be able to hang in a tiny bit. Let's see if he can keep it. Hopefully Caden can get back with these guys. Hopefully these guys stack it up maybe for him. And Bastiani chops down that bumper of William Reagan. I forgot to call the lap there, 49. Right into lap 50 here. There we go. On lap 50 of 74, inside there goes Patrick Garrett on the 55 of William Reagan. 52 and 55 for P2. It is looking like a strong run by Will, but nothing there because the outside lane obviously isn't dominant. But does the 52 shove him up the track? He cuts him very little room there. Nearly contact. Contact's made right there. William Reagan keeps the spot. They're getting physical here, though. Clayton to P3. Yeah, it's just a matter of time when something's going to get bad. When Garrett clips the wall off of turn 2. I think Garrett has the fastest car. He just keeps making mistakes. He has to stop making the mistakes to win the race. But that's my point there. He has the fastest car. I think he does, at least. From just watching this race. But I just don't think he can get it done. You got to stop making these mistakes as he hits the wall again on entry. And slams the apron. He's going to lose a lot of time there. And that's what I'm saying. He is just making mistake after mistake, lap after lap. It is not looking good for him. So we had a lap 53 of 74 here. Yeah, he slides with the track again. The car looks very tight, obviously. So he's going to have to make an adjustment here within the next 10 laps whenever this pit window opens. But yeah, he upped the track again. Look how much out of the racing line he is. Now it's just to yank his wheel to even stay in the racing groove and not hit the wall tremendously. Yeah, I mean, it just looks very tight and troublous for him now. And a 54 of 74 coming to 20 laps to go here. Next time by. We are getting close to the end of this race, guys. Things are going to have to pick up and things are not going to be able to give anymore. Which means William Reagan, if he wants this run, I think he goes for... He has to go for the lead at some point. I mean, he is the only one that's able to hang with him. I don't know what happened to Clayton, but he has lost a ton of ground now. Him and Patrick Garrett is in a two-horse race again, coming to 20 laps to go. William Reagan needs to make something happen though if he wants to win this race. And look at that. Caden Robitaille and Soren both go for a serious undercut play. Can it work out for them? We will find out. So now it's the start of the pit road cycle. When are these guys going to pit now? That is the main question. Clayton and Garrett might be gaining back, but I just think that Will needs to get by Victor. Especially for this pit cycle, he needs to get by him so he doesn't lose him like he did last time. I'm just trying to help him out, give him some tips so he doesn't have to worry about or so he can try and win. 56 of 74 here. But yeah, I'm just going off of what happened last stage. Did he hit the wall on entry there? I don't know if he did. He might have. But like I said, I think he needs to get by Victor before they pit, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. I don't know if that's Victor's signal to pit there. But as we head into 3 and 4, coming to 57 to 74. Let's see if it is. I think he has to go for an overcut. I think Will's going to have to go for an overcut if he can't quite get by Victor because he's already going to be behind him. He just needs fresher tires to catch back up to him. It all depends. I would go with an undercut if I was ahead of him. Maybe he does go for an undercut so he can pass Victor, but we got to see. The undercut definitely worked a bit for Soren until he had those problems. But it just all depends on what these guys think is going to be best for them. It depends on when you guys got to go to pit road. As Clayton and Garrett have caught up to these guys a little bit. Now as we're on lap 58 of 74. These guys just have to make something happen. Or Victor's just going to run away with it. He's led almost every lap this race. As a driver like William Reagan, you hate to see this when you're battling him for the points lead. And you've been sitting in second all day today. It's just killing of a driver like this just to sit here and wait. And wait. But it's a Pacers game. 16 laps to go. Something got to give, boys. And I've been in this spot before. It's just a horrendous waiting game, and he's there. He backs out. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to go around the outside on him. But they both pit this time by. This is not good for Will, I don't think. Let's get to the back bumper of Victor. And he doesn't even get to the back bumper, but they all pit. All 4 of them pit. All 4 leaders pit. So we're coming to lap 60. So they're going to be on lap 60 when we come off pit road for these guys. Now, where is your guys for the lead? Soren and the 8 of Caden Robitaille get their laps back. How fast can they turn these corners to see how well this works? Caden's going to need a killer lap time to get back in the lead. Obviously struggled there on this first half of this run. Now, can he make something work here and make a comeback and win the race? It all depends if he can get out ahead of these guys. As the undercut might work for him. So they're coming off pit road here. He's going to have to get out fast. I think he might get the lead here. He will. They're all scrambling for positions there. William Reagan with a horrendous pit stop drops to 4th as Victor pulls away from all 3 of them. More while hitting the back. I think that was Will. As we come to lap 61, Caden with a killer lead. And this is what he needed. Now the problem is, can he hold on to it? I don't think so. But he has to make it work. I think that's Will who dropped all the way far back. Actually, no, it's Clayton. But Will passes Soren for what's going to be the 4th spot now on lap 61. But he has to catch back up to Victor. And so does Patrick Garrett. These guys can't make mistakes. I still think these 2 guys might be faster than him, but they got to catch back up to him. Victor's already gained a lot of time on this 8. All Will and Patrick got to praise that this 8 car of Caden Robitaille holds them up with 13 laps to go. Obviously, I don't think Caden's going to stay out or is going to be able to make it work, obviously. It was a great attempt by him, but Victor already might be peaking the draft. But this means that Will and Patrick got to catch up as fast as they can. And I think these guys, if they line up together, it might work. But I don't know if Will's in the draft, and I know for sure that Patrick isn't in the draft. So Victor is there coming to lap 63 to 74. Caden's just going to have to hold it on the bottom. I wouldn't even let him get on the bottom. I would even go extra slower for him to push me on the bottom line because I don't want him to take that bottom line away from me. He's going to be aggressive, and he is already peeking inside. Good block by Caden. Can he keep it there? No, he cannot. And it sounds easier than it could be done, but I mean, he has to try his best to hold him up even more because now he's just going to hold up Will and Patrick, and Victor's going to run away with this win now. Coming to lap 64 or 74, 11 laps to go. Patrick Garrett, I think, might be the only hope to even pass Victor and Bastiani for this win. But they all pitted on the same lap time, so I mean, it's literally like even for these guys. Like I said, I think if Will really wanted this, he would have to go with the undercut or he would have to go with an overcut. He can't pit on the same lap time as he looks like he might have hit the wall there. If you come to 10 laps to go here. Just frustrating as a driver like William Reagan to sit in second all day and just get beaten on pit stops both times because they guys pit on the same lap. You just got to go with some strategy, man, and it just isn't working out for Will. I don't think Will can keep up with Victor on the same lap pace. I think he needed strategy to put into this, and it didn't work because he even didn't even get close to him on entry and he had a terrible pit stop. So we're coming at 9 laps to go. Patrick Garrett's catching up, though, I will say. Patrick Garrett's in the draft of Vin Bastiani if he wasn't now, which might be good. So, oh, Clayton and Soren contact is made. They keep it straight, though. Now Will Reagan has to pray that Garrett can get to Victor and slow him up so these guys can have a battle. If Garrett doesn't hit the wall in the straightaway, just absolutely kill you. He's throwing away his own race. Victor and Bastiani might get his first win of the OXC Season 5. He might get it done today. 67 out of 74. 8 laps to go. Victor did not hit the apex as well as Garrett did there. Garrett pulls coming off of 2. He hits the wall again on the backstretch. Oh my God. Patrick, you're selling the bag right now, man. If I could talk to you, you are selling the bag. Bad. 68-74, 7 laps to go. we have 5 to go. I'll ask if they are. But Garrett pulling now. He's gonna have a run off of 2. Can he peek inside? Please peek inside if you get the chance to. I would just send it. But he doesn't. He stays there. I'm getting impatient myself just looking at this because I want these guys to see if they can get by Victor. But they're honestly just kind of killing themselves. Contact is made. With 6 laps to go. That could have been really bad. I think Clayton's now passing Caden for 4th. But this 52 needs to do has to do something. So I'm going to 5 laps to go. I'm going to make sure I'm right with these guys. Caden, and yes, he looked outside. Am my laps right, Victor? 70 of 74?
It's 5 to go.
Okay, yes, I'm right. Alright, bet, thanks. Alright, so yeah, I'm right. I got the laps right again. Bet. Alright, so we're going to come to 4 laps to go here. Garrett got to do something, man. You got to send it. And it's your only hope to win the race. And if you guys get together, it's William Reagan's race to lose. Because he's just losing more time as they're in the draft. He peeks inside. 4 laps to go. Nothing there. Patrick Garrett spoiled the race from Victor. Or was it another driver from Darlington? He got his first win there on his debut in the OXC. In Season 5, I don't know if you've made a previous one. But Patrick needs to do something. Coming to 3 laps to go. Victor's just hogging the bottom. And Garrett hit the wall again. 3 laps to go. Desperation is going to be here. Can Garrett hold on and try and pass Mbasiani? There are 3 laps to go. And if he keeps hitting the wall, it is a lost cause for him. Especially on the straightaways. That's where you need the runs to be made. He's going to have to make a run on the front stretch, I think. And I would move him. I would really shove him up the racetrack. But he has to do it without hitting the wall. And he's hit the wall so many times, just on his own. But, he's doing it to himself. 2 laps to go here at Texas. He peeks inside, looks outside. He needs a run here on the backstretch. I would go inside now. I would send it. He's close enough where the send would work. And he does not do it. He's going to wait till the final lap. And he's pushing him in the corner. This is what I'm saying. He has to make this pass work. But we're coming to the white flag. Final lap here at Texas. It is Mbasiani who doesn't have a win this season. Your owner of the OXC and the XRA. Can he make it his first win of the season? Garrett is going to have to do something in desperation here. He's going to have to pass him. Victor blocks inside. Garrett goes all the way down to the apron. Contact is made. And look at Garrett all the way to the outside. Garrett might hit the wall here. It is going to be a drag race coming off of turn number 4 for the final time. Victor and Mbasiani might get it done. But they're side by side, it looks like. And at the line, Mbasiani get him in a photo finish. Wow, what a block. And Mbasiani wins his first race in the OXC Season 5. And that's why I said you got to do it before the last lap, because I knew he was going to block the bottom line. And we've seen it every single race this season. Halferty did it to Mbasiani last week at Kansas. We've seen it nearly every single race this season. You have to block the bottom line to win the race, and it's happened every single time. Just nothing you could do there on the last lap. He's going to block very defensively like that. But you just got to... You just got to do it on a previous lap. You just can't do it then. And Mbasiani will take his first win of the season just like that. Wow. Wow. Will Reagan had the fastest lap. And Soren actually passed Caden eventually, so something obviously happened to Caden then. Wow. It's one way to finish the race. Victor Imbassiani has joined your race winner. Let's just do this. I honestly just want to do one interview today. Huh. I'm so tired. But we can do Will, I guess. And Garrett.
You know. Oh, I'm tired. I don't think Patrick is really happy, but he hasn't said anything, so which is probably why he's not happy. Oh, he said he needs an invite. I got him. I'm not saying it's dirty. It's just and if I'm in his shoes, I'm frustrated that I just didn't win. Pew, it's a pew, no pew, pew pew.
All right, we'll start with Victor Imbassiani, race winner. Victor, you finally get your first win of the season. How does it feel?
Oh my God. Finally, domination and domination. I'm sorry, Patrick, but I had to do what I had to do. And I was talking to Tim the other day, and I was like, whatever it takes, I'm gonna win a race at Texas. We spent a lot of time getting the truck to work the way we wanted it to. By the end of the first half, I mean, that thing was like smooth. So I didn't make any changes to it. Really lacked pacing off of the corners, which is where everyone else was catching me until the run got later. And Patrick had a great mid-run truck, and Will had a really good long-run truck, but we were able to pull away from them. Me and Patrick had a nice little 1v1 there. No contact, I don't think. I just blocked my lane down on the bottom because I knew if I could get on the bottom of the racetrack heading into 3 and pinch him up to the outside where he was stuck, and he sent it, and I got under it. He tried to throw it in there real hard, it looked like, and but it didn't work out, and we came to the line pretty close. But this 13 teams been working really hard. We finally win a race after a long while since season 3 here in the XRA.
Yeah, I was about to say, you've had a very dominant day. Obviously, the car to be very defensive driving by you all the entire race, and it's obviously paid off for a great win for you in a dominating fashion, winning the first half as well. But yeah, congratulations, Victor Imbassiani, your race winner here at Texas. Um, Patrick Garrett, your second
Yay.
place driver.
I did.
Um, Patrick, you were hanging in there. I didn't know if you were going to catch up to Victor. You did, and
Yeah.
I think you were had the fastest car today, in my opinion, but just could not seal the deal. Kind of take us through what you were doing or you were thinking for the last few laps to try and get by Victor.
Well, I knew me and Victor were gonna battle it out, so it was gonna be between me and him. Will was kind of far back, but yeah, Victor was just faster than me that final few laps, and I couldn't get by him. Off of turn 2, I thought I could have gone back to the high lane and into 3, I could have sent it, but I guess I wasn't clear enough, and then just got. I'm not saying he wrecked me or bumped me up. I'm just. Uh, P2 hurts.
Yeah, I could tell it was very frustrating for you to sit so close for second place, obviously side by side at the line. It's not fun to lose. But if you could do anything different, what would you have done differently to get by Victor?
Probably pinch him more down into 3. I mean, because the way I saw in my mirror when I was ahead entering 3, I saw that he was like on the white line. So if I could have
Hmm.
pinched him more, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah. very frustrating for P2 from you, but you definitely, I think, had the fastest car of the day. But William Reagan, who actually got the fastest lap, is your next person on the list. Thank you, Patrick. But William Reagan, you were sitting in second for probably more than anyone else today. Very frustrating to finish third here today. What could you have thought to done differently to might have been able to win the race today?
I mean, nothing really. Pit crew kind of just lost it at the worst time. I was a second slower than Victor on that last stop, which is what kept me out of it. If I was maybe half a second faster on that pit stop, I would have been in that battle. The truck was really fast. I feel like I was faster than Victor. I was really able to practice in the first run trying to set up a pass. To just kind of get stuck in a little area. Like it's hard to pass here. So knowing how to set up a pass was key. And I drove up from last to second on that first run and that second run. It's tough. I did everything right. And then on the pits, there's just nothing you can do except watch the top two drive away into the sunset. And I wasn't that much slower. Just I was once there's a draft going, you're like a tenth or so slower, and you can't really do much to gain on it unless they start battling. But it was a good day, good points day. Finished second in the first stage, which is much needed after missing last week. But after missing last week, I'm going for second in points, and I'm glad I got solid points today. So solid day that just ended on pit road and not on the track.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, do you think that maybe even pitting on a different lap would have helped you out to pass Victor? Maybe going for an undercut or an overcut would
I
have probably
mean,
helped
yeah,
you get by him?
yeah, but I felt comfortable in a long run, like a longer-ish run truck, which that means I should have pitted a lap earlier. But hindsight 2020, I wanted to stay on the same pit strategy as Victor. I didn't want to pit too early like Caden did. He kind of paid the price for old tires, but I
Yeah,
didn't want to
dropping back to like six. Yeah.
but I didn't want to pit too late and like lose a bunch of time. So I wanted to pit with Victor. That way we could have just settled it out on the track, but I didn't get to do that. The top two did, but what can you do about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do much. I assumed you got a really bad pit stop because you lost multiple positions.
I got
But
a six.
still,
Yeah, it's a
sorry.
16-4. It was bad.
Jeez. Yeah, but I mean, even though with the struggle of sitting in second for most of the race, you did still finish third, which is a solid run for you. Second in the first half, I'm pretty sure. It's also a
Yes.
pretty good points day for you as well. So, pretty good day all in all for all three of you guys. All three of you guys were definitely the fastest cars in the field. And just good job to all three of you guys.
Thank you.
Well, if we
All right.
weren't top three, how would we be the fastest cars?
Well,
I
you
don't know.
guys could have wrecked.
I
No,
was waiting for
I
it
was about
honestly
I
to.
in
knew.
three.
I thought. I was
I was
hoping you
gonna do
guys
it
would
into
wreck.
three. I was gonna do it
Yeah,
into
no, I
three.
thought you were gonna wreck into three like you did at Charlotte and that trucks.
I don't care. I was gonna wreck you,
Patrick,
but
man. Actually, never mind. But yeah, that's the stream. Only an hour long. It's pretty short because we won't go green we don't crash. We don't crash in this rate in this series. So
It's awesome.